Hello my friends, how are you guys doing? Today I'm going to talk about the Trade Titan Toolkit. It's the indicator from Flux Charts. Uh, us from the Trade Titan community, we created this indicator to have everything that we use on the streams and everything that we talked about, and it's pretty cool. This video right now, it's with the intention to show you guys how to approach the use of this indicator, to show all of the features and how I'm using it. And for everybody, there will be different uses, of course, but I will try to show you guys the main features of this indicator. Okay, so this is how it looks for me right now, the way I'm using it. This is how I'm using it. So I will jump to a clean chart and configure it with you guys. Okay, so first thing, clean chart on the trading view. I separated the volume template to be better, with a different panel. Okay, so you come in on indicator. Mine is on under invite, but you guys will have on the normal feature of indicators. So I've just added the indicator is calculating everything. So when you put it on the chart, first thing, it will have a lot of features right from the gate. You can see that mine is a little bit clean than what it comes with. So right here on the top left, you have to configure the Trade Titan Toolkit to best apply to everything you use, everything you want out of it. So let's unmark everything. And we little by little we'll go through every feature that it has. Okay, only the colors left, so off. So it might work best with a more darker background. That's why I'm using this heavy gray. Okay, so let's go through the Trade Titan Toolkit. First thing is the set of EMAs. Okay, you can apply 3 EMAs to the charts, and you can select which one you want. I'm using the 9, 21, and the 50 EMA. That's the main EMAs that I want. Usually I use on the 9 a clearer color, and I like the blue one on the 50. That's what I'm used to. So you can choose only 2, only 1, whatever you want, you can apply it. I prefer to have the 3 on the charts, so let's leave it like that. So first things first, the EMAs. Now let's jump on to the coloring system. Okay, you have the aggressive configuration and you have the trend configuration. I used the trend configuration that highlights the coloring on the candles. So you can see that even the green candles are red, and you can see that even the red candles are green. This is to show you guys to have a zero bias towards what type of candle is closing and more bias of where price is closing. So when it's closing red, it's because it's a clear downtrend. The logic on the indicator is to show you guys that there's 0 longs to be taken. It's to protect you guys. If you're going to take a trade to the short side. When it's white, is a caution mode. It's switching from short to long. And at some point, it will start going green. And at that moment, every candle will close green, because it's to highlight the idea of there's no shorts to be taken. So there's a lot of ways to use the indicator. You can see that right here, we got the switch from green to white and to red. And from here on out, we dropped 200 points from 500 to 300. Clean drop. So the indicator works a lot to show you guys which side you need to be trading. So from this red candle at open, you know that you need to be taking shorts. From this green candle, you know that you have to take only longs. And from this red candle, you know that you need to take only shorts again. And when it's white, there's no direction. You can do a back test, you can do whatever a type of analysis that you want. Let's go to yesterday. At open, this is the candle of the open. It's full longs all the way up here. You got a little caution, and instantly right after you got a new long open. And market ran again like 90 points. At some point it got white, and again it turned red. So from this moment forward, you should be only looking for shorts, okay? Because the price is moving down. This is the intention of the coloring system. Of course, there's moments that you will have price turning red, price turning green, price turning white, and turning red again. If you blindly take trades off of the coloring system, at sometimes you will get like 2 or 3 stop losses in a row. Overall, if you do a back test, you will see that you still end up green if you just blindly take trades off the coloring that's printing. But you should use market structure in your favor with the coloring system. So this candle is printing green, but it's still below the previous high. So there's no longs to be taken, okay? His printing green with the 9 and the 21 EMA crossed to the downside. So at best, this is a sideways market, okay? So at some point, you will see that it will print red, breaking market structure to the downside, and with the EMAs all aligned. So this is the best trade to take. Why this long right here is a good trade? Because the EMAs are all lined up, and we are coming off a huge pullback on an uptrend. So you gotta combine market structure with the coloring system. If you do that, you will be profitable following this trade system. And on days like this, that market is falling off a cliff, you can see that from here until here, it dropped 700 points. At any moment that you took a trade to the long side, you would have being stopped out. So what this coloring system is also helping you is that it prevents you on days like this, that is aggressive, it prevents you from taking the trade to the wrong side, okay? And protects you from blowing your accounts. So at best, you will take shorts, and if you're undecided, the one thing that will actually not do at any point right here is to take longs. That protects you from the types of stop losses that blows accounts, okay? So you can see right from the gate, 1030, green, printed green, and kept printing green all the way up to closing. Like in MOC was the first white candle. So in a day like this, if you keep taking shorts, you will blow your account, you will lose your cash account, you will lose all your money because you'll be doubling down on the shorts, and guess what? The indicator never gave you a short. It's only longs all the way, so you know that the right answer is to keep the long, you know? And you can see that when it switches from green, it runs up. When it switches to red, it runs down, okay? It's pretty clean. You can use on the 5 minute, you can use on the 1 minute. Let's see on the 1 minute today what happened. The smaller the time frame, the more it will switch up colors, you know? But same thing, if you combine market structure with the coloring system, you will get good trades. Right here, easy short, it ran a lot. Right here, market structure to the upside, easy long. If you combine market structure, you know that the price is trending in a type of wedge. You wait for that wedge to break. Right here, you wait for all the EMAs to align, and you're clear to take shorts. Okay, easy. Next feature. I took more time on the coloring because it's the one that people probably will have the most doubts about. So we'll be on the stream talking about that. Next feature. Killer 29. This is a fan favorite of the stream. Intellectual property of Mr. Killerslug. I use the full range on the Killer 29. The Killer 29 is basically the last candle before market opens on New York session. So the 929 candle. It marks the full range or only the body. I prefer to use the range. And the idea is that more often than not, price will run away from this level, run into it again. And if it breaks like it broke to the downside, it probably will run into it again at some point in the day. And if it gets rejection out of it, you have a nice trade to take to the short side, combining with the coloring, combining with the EMAs, a lot of confluence. So you got more often than not the Killer 29 being respected and rejected out of, and you can take trades of pullbacks into the Killer 29 and rejections out of it. Okay, you gotta learn to use it. Okay, let's say a day like right here, it opens, gets away from it, runs into it again, loses the Killer 29, full on drop down. So it's a very important support and resistance. I use it a lot. You got to be smart about it. You got to learn how to deal with it. Okay. You have to have a strategy to use with it. So the next thing is the order blocks. This is a tricky one. If you select only graphic, okay, whatever time frame that you're on, it's going to show the order blocks. So if you're on the 5, it's going to show the 5-minute order blocks. If you're on the 15, it's going to show the 15-minute order blocks, okay? It can be a lot. What I do, what I personally do is I select graphic, but I only use show nearest to, and it will show the nearest 2 order blocks to price, okay? So yeah, on the order blocks, you select what time frame you want, 5-minute, and you can show, I select show nearest to, okay? So it will only show the nearest 2 order blocks, and you hit hide invalidated zones. If you don't hit hide invalidated zones, it will be showing invalidated order blocks. If you hide it, all the order blocks that are invalidated won't be showing anymore. And if you select show nearest to, it won't pollute your chart much, because it will only show the nearest 2 order blocks to price, okay? So if price is running down and there's an order block over here, as price started to get close to that, it will start showing those. And you can select graphic, okay? And it will show only the order blocks of the time frame that you are on. So if I switch to the 1 hour, it will show the 2 nearest order blocks on the 1 hour. On the 2 minutes, we'll show only the 2 nearest order blocks on the 2 minutes. On the 1 minute, same thing, okay? I prefer to use everything on the 5, and I prefer to use this set on the 5-minute. But you have up to 6 time frames to be shown on order blocks, okay? Daily levels, previous days high and low. I use that all white, intraday high and low, okay? So this will be showing low of day, green, previous day low is white, high of day right here, red, and previous day high, white. This is a simple feature, but it's all stacked up on one single indicator for you. That's one of the intentions, is to have everything in one indicator. Okay, VWAP, you can choose the method that you track it with. I like the VWAP to be like this. I use it on the closing. Right here, you can choose to show VWAP or not. So everything all at once in one single indicator to help you out. The trend dashboard. This is a feature that Mr. Pasha came up with, and it's pretty cool. You can choose top right. I use the size grande, that means big, and you choose the time frames you want to show on the trend box what the market is doing. I used it for day trading. I choose the 1 minute, I choose the 5 minutes, and I choose the 50 minutes. So right now you can see that the 1 minute is showing bullish, 5 minute is caution, and 15 minutes is bearish. What does that mean? That means that market is sideways or is in transition. At moments like this, everything will be bearish, and this will scream out to you, please don't take longs. That's what this will help you do it, okay? You can experiment with it. It's a nice thing to have on the charts that screams out to you. If everything is green, it's because the market is going up. Don't try to take a short out of it. And you can see that when the trend starts reversing, you will see the 1 minute chart becoming white, then becoming red, and then the 5 minute becomes white and becomes red, and you know that the market is inclining down, okay? Another good feature is the opening range breakout that you can use on the 5 minute, 15 or 30 minutes. This will show the breakout range of the orb of the last day, and you can choose to look at the win percentage for the last 20 days, 30 days, 10 days. Let's use the 20 days, and you can choose to show the range. You can leave it like less opaque like this. You can show the levels up to 3, okay? And you have right here the 15-minute orb with the targets. So you know that the 15-minute orb was right here, was this candle. It broke the orb. Let's look at the 1 minute. It's clearer. This is the 15-minute orb. It closed right here, broke the orb to the downside, and went on to hit the first target, second target, and almost third target of the orb. So at the start of the day, you can leave this on, and after the orb trade happens and it hits everything, you can just come here. This is what I do. I just deselect everything and I clear it out, and I keep on with my day. You can use the orb on the 5, 15, and 30. That's another feature of the Trade Titan tool indicator. Okay, I think I covered everything. You can select and you can change the bar colors. You can change the EMAs, view up. You can customize the way you want it. But that's the features. The coloring mode, I think, is my favorite feature. I use this a lot. The EMAs, you can choose to show them, just shows only one. The killer zone, the killer 29, you can use on the body or the range. I prefer the range. I prefer to show previous sessions. You can have the order blocks up to 5 time frames. The invalidation method, I use the wicks. Show nearest to is how I prefer to set it. Show previous day high and low, intraday high and low. I use on the white, the previous day high and low. Hide invalidated zones, that's very important for me to clear it out a little bit. The trend dashboard is another feature that is very important. And the opening range breakout. That's how I'm using the Trade Titan Toolkit, and there will be more things coming. So basically, with the Trade Titan Toolkit, you have everything you need to trade, like I trade or like Pasha trades, or everything we talked about on the stream. Everything comes on with the Trade Titan Toolkit. Get yourself one. Thank you, Flux Charts. You guys are awesome. Thank you, guys. See you guys on the stream.